The basic formula for probability is the number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of possible outcomes. For example, what is the probability of getting a gray ball? The step-by-step guide on calculating the probability of selecting a brown ball from a vending machine with 5 brown balls and 3 gray balls is. Define the experiment. The experiment refers to the act of randomly selecting a ball from the vending machine. Define the event. The event in this case is selecting a brown ball from the vending machine. Identify favorable outcomes. Determine the number of brown balls in the vending machine. In this case, there are 5 brown balls. Determine total possible outcomes. Since there are 5 brown balls and 3 gray balls, the total number of balls is 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Define the sample space, which is the set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. Selecting brown balls B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. Selecting gray balls G1, G2, G3. Then the next step is to use the formula. The probability will be the number of brown balls divided by the total number of balls. In other words, the probability of selecting a brown ball is 5 divided by 8. The result as a decimal is 0.625. And if you multiply by 100, you will get the result as a percentage equal to 62.5%. It means there's a 62.5% chance or likelihood of selecting a brown ball from the vending machine in a single pick. The chance of selecting a brown ball would be higher compared to selecting a gray ball. Now, if I ask, what is the probability of a tourist visiting the Christ the Redeemer statue on a given Monday? For this example, we are considering 500 tourists out of 10,000 visitors who went to the iconic landmark in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Ops, Gen AI did a great job drawing this image. But if you have ever visited Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, you know that the surrounding views and the Christ the Redeemer statue itself are exponentially more beautiful, and of course, the number of visitors is much higher, estimated at 5,000 to 6,000 daily. Back to our question. The experiment is whether tourists visit the statue or not the statue. The event is for tourists visiting the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro on a given Monday. The favorable outcome is the imaginary 500 tourists. The total possible outcome is 10,000 people visiting Rio de Janeiro. The sample space will be visiting or not visiting. Using the formula. The probability of a tourist visiting the Christ the Redeemer statue on a given Monday is 500 divided by 10,000. Simplifying the fraction by dividing both numerator and denominator by 100, the result is 5 divided by 100. The result as a decimal is 0.05. And if you multiply by 100, you will get the result as a percentage equal to 5%. Challenge. What is the probability of rolling a value less than 4 when we roll a die? The experiment is to roll a die. The event is to get a number less than 4. The 3 favorable outcomes are less than 4 are rolling a 1, 2, or 3. The 6 total possible outcomes are the number of the dice sides. Since each face of the die is numbered from 1 to 6, the sample space for rolling the die is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Using the formula. The probability of rolling a value less than 4 when we roll a die is the number of faces less than 4 divided by the total number of faces. The probability of a value less than 4 is 3 divided by 6. Simplifying the fraction by dividing both numerator and denominator by 3, the result is 1 divided by 3. The result as a decimal is 0.5. And if you multiply by 100, you will get the result as a percentage equal to 50%. The chance of rolling a value less than 4 will be equal. That wasn't too challenging, was it? The crucial step for making calculations is to first identify all the necessary elements involved.